Audley Harrison versus Dereck Chisora. Don't laugh, this is one that I actually think could well happen. Let's look at it. Frank Warren has got a very, very big bill end of February. That bill will most likely be headlined by Tyson Fury against an as yet unnamed opponent. It's safe to assume that that won't be the most competitive fight, because Fury won't risk his mandatory position against Vladimir Klitschko. Also on the bill will be Billy Joe Saunders. Presumably February will be too quick to organise a world title shot against the winner of Lee Korobov, which puts Saunders in a very, very similar position to Tyson Fury. Surely he wouldn't risk his mandatory position, his number one spot, against an even half decent opponent. Which means realistically the bill is going to be headlined by Fury and Saunders in uncompetitive fights that may struggle to capture the public's imagination. It's very likely we're talking international opponents here. There's not going to be the big rivalries that we saw with Fury, Chisora and Eubank Saunders. Dereck Chisora has already expressed that he's planning to come back to the ring quickly, that he wants to be on this bill. He tweeted Tyson Fury saying, "Congratulations on the win, hopefully I can get to share the card with you come February." Dereck Chisora is looking for an opponent. He's looking for a beatable opponent, one that can get him back on the comeback trail. Frank Warren's looking for fights for this bill. He's looking for fights that will sell, that will add that rivalry, that will add that intrigue. The intrigue that was there at Fury Chisora, the intrigue that was there at Saunders Eubank, the very same intrigue that might be hard to find with Fury Ustinov, for example. What better way than Audley Harrison, Dereck Chisora? It adds a bit of excitement around the bill. Maybe not amongst the most hardcore boxing fans, but certainly amongst the general public. Similar to Saunders Eubank, it will get people talking about the bill. It will get people excited. Audley at the press conferences. Audley saying yes he can. Audley saying it's his destiny to be the world heavyweight champion. It's also going to be more of a payday for Dereck Chisora, you'd assume. The fight's going to generate more interest and more money than if he takes on some unknown heavyweight outside of the top 50. Realistically, Chisora will be a strong favourite for the fight. So it's that comeback opponent, it's a slightly softer opponent, it's a chance to get back in the win column, a chance to get your name out there, a chance to pick up another paycheck. It ticks the boxes for Chisora. He's probably not looking for a tough fight against an unknown top 50 heavyweight. He wants a comeback fight. For Audley, let's be honest, Audley's not getting any younger. He's had frustration after frustration with his comeback. I believe he's had a hand injury, then a pectoral injury, then he's had the flu. For whatever reason, it hasn't happened for Audley. Now in his early 40s, he wants to fight early 2015. And if you watch the IFL TV interview with Audley, Audley was talking Chisora fight in the new year. He's looking at Chisora, who's a big name, highly regarded, highly rated, and he thinks Chisora looks the worst he ever looked in his last fight. He's also thinking Fury's a bigger man than Chisora. Fury was able to keep him at range. Chisora wasn't able to get in the inside. And Audley's probably thinking, well, I'm a much bigger, rangier man than Chisora. Could I keep him at the end of my jab? Finally, Audley, we know he's not got the best chin in the world. He's probably looking to avoid a David Price or a Deontay Wilder style puncher. We saw what happened when he fought those guys. Perhaps there's a risk if he fought Anthony Joshua, which is the other fight he's being linked with, that he could get wiped out horribly again. Well, to me, Chisora doesn't have that one-punch knockout power. He doesn't carry that heavy-handed threat. that a Price does, a Wilder does, that potentially an Anthony Joshua will do. We shall see. So for Audley it ticks a lot of boxes. If Audley beats Chisora spectacularly, unbelievably, he would be back in the mix. Chisora is rated very highly across the governing bodies. He's rated highly on BoxRec, not that that means anything. He's rated highly amongst the British public. It's a payday for Audley. It's a chance to get back in the limelight. It's a chance to get back up the ratings. Chisora looked pretty beatable last time out. Chisora seemed to struggle against a taller, rangier opponent. You know, Audley must be taking a look, thinking and fancying his chances. If there's any time to fight Dereck Chisora, surely it will be now. I could see this one happening. It would be a payday for both. It would help Frank Warren bolster up a bill that may not be as exciting as the last one he hosted. Wouldn't surprise me at all if this one would be made. For Audley, very much last chance for Saloon. For Dereck Chisora, a chance to get back on the horse. Decent money for both, decent interest amongst the public. How do I think the fight would go? I don't think Audley would have the punching power to knock Dereck Chisora out. I don't think Dereck Chisora has the punching power to blow Audley away, because I just don't see Chisora as a genuinely heavy-handed heavyweight. You'd have to say Chisora would be a strong favourite. I know Chisora, everyone says Chisora does well against big men, but if we're honest, he does well in losing efforts against big men. Klitschko, he performed with credit but lost. Tyson Fury won. Again. Helenius, again. I know the Helenius fight was very controversial, but, Audley will be fancying it. If he wants to get back towards the top, he's going to have to face someone decent, someone with a bit of a name. I can see this one happening. Chisora obviously would be the pick. Stranger things have happened and Audley getting the nod. Let me know your thoughts. How do you see this one going? Am I barking up the wrong tree? Thanks for watching.